If you have been hearing and reading a lot about AI and AI agents and don't exactly know where to start implementing it, you are at the right place. Today, we'll be implementing a WhatsApp AI agent which can retrieve the latest flight information. We'll be using n8n, which is a no-code workflow automation platform. By the end of this video, you'll be able to query something like this in WhatsApp and you'll be getting the response. To start with, we need to log in into n8n.io. And if you don't already have an account, you need to create a new account here. It's a 14 days free account. Sign in, choose the project name, we call it as demo, hit on save, and under demo, you start from scratch. Add first tip and search for WhatsApp Business here. WhatsApp Business Cloud, and hit on messages. We need to connect to WhatsApp, so hit on create new credentials. We need the client ID and the client secret. So to get the client ID and client secret, we log in into Facebook Business. So it's business.facebook.com. Even if you don't have a business profile, that's okay. You can create a new one. Under your business portfolio, hit on apps and click on add. Click on create a new app ID. It gets redirected to developers.facebook.com. Here, give the app name as n8n agent and give your email ID. Hit on next. Let's click on other. Click on next. Let's choose this as business. Click on next. And choose the right business portfolio here. And hit on create app. Hit on setup here. So we got an app created for us. And this is the developer dashboard. Here, go to app settings, hit on basic, and we should be able to get our app ID and app secret. So which is the client ID and the client secret. So I'm going to copy the app ID, go to n8n, paste it here, go back to app settings, copy the app secret, go back here, paste it on the client secret, hit on save. It says connection tested successfully. Now close this and then back to canvas. So we have created a WhatsApp trigger here. Now click on this plus button here and choose advanced AI. Here I choose the AI agent and back to canvas. Under AI agent, chat model is mandatory. So I'm going to click on the plus button here. There are many chat models. I'm going to choose the OpenAI chat model. To connect to OpenAI, we again need the credentials. It's asking for API key. To get the API key, platform.openai.com. This is not a ChatGPT login. This is a developer login. So you can go here and search for API keys, and you can create a new secret key. I'll call it as my n8n key, and let the project be default project. Create the secret, and just copy the secret. Hit on done. Now go back to n8n, paste the API key, and hit on save. Connection tested successfully. Close this, and we are going to use GPT-4 Mini, which is the cheapest model. Back to canvas, and I'm going to add the WhatsApp trigger again, WhatsApp Business Cloud again, to send the message. This is going to be the output. I'm clicking on create new credential again. We need the access token and business account ID now. So I go back to our developers.facebook.com and I scroll down here and click on API setup. Hit on generate access token. It's going to authenticate me. Yeah, I'll choose opt into all current and future WhatsApp accounts. Continue, save.
it, and copy the access token. Go back to N8N, paste the access token. I need the business account ID. Scroll down. I find the WhatsApp business account ID here. Copy it, save. It should say connection tested successfully. Yep. And close the pop-up and go back to Canvas now. So this is going to get an input from WhatsApp. The AI agent is going to call the OpenAI chat model, and then the output is going to be sent to WhatsApp again. One component which is missing here is the memory. We need to add window buffer memory. This is to store the context. I'm going to give the buffer length as 5. So it will remember the past 5 conversations. I'm going to hit on back to Canvas, and the workflow is almost ready. It's time to test the workflow. Let's set the password. It says problem running workflow. I'm going to troubleshoot it. Oh, it is asking for the phone number. In the dropdown, I get the test number, which was displayed here. And what is going to be the recipient phone number is going to be my number. I'm going to enter my phone number. Yep. And text body, I'm just going to type as sample output for now. And hit on back to Canvas. Seems okay. Open web.whatsapp.com and let's add the phone number. It's +1. New contact. I'm going to call it as my AI agent, and the country is United States. The phone number is +1 555 637 555 637 6332 6332. Yep. And let's say hello to the agent. Hello. Oh, I forgot to hit on the test workflow. And again, going to hit on hello. There is an error. Subnode window buffer mem. There is an error. Let's troubleshoot and see what's the error. The prompt says json.chat input, and we are going to select define below. And let me change this to expression. The text importer should be the body of the message. So I'm dragging and dropping it here. So it says hello, which was my previous input, and then back to Canvas. And let me test the workflow again. Go to WhatsApp. I will type hello again. I'll see if the workflow is getting executed. Again, there is an issue. So it says error in subnode, window buffer memory. Let me go to the error node, and there is an issue with the memory we selected. It is not able to retrieve the session ID because we are using WhatsApp. So I'm going to change this to define below again, and then the key should be, let me change this to an expression, and then let me try to get the phone number from the JSON object. So it should be json.contacts. So under the json.contacts, we have the phone number and the WA_ID node. It's going to be the 0 in the array and WA_ID. It is fetching the phone number, which will be considered as the session ID in this case. I'm hitting on back to Canvas. Let me test workflow again. WhatsApp, hello. Let me see if the workflow is getting executed. Seems like, yeah, it's successful. Sample output. Yep, it's working fine. Now we need to get the actual output from the agent. So I'm going to remove the sample output, change to expression, and then drag the output object, and then I'll drop it here under text body. So now Back to Canvas. Let me test a workflow. Let me type something. Hi, this is my first message in the prompt. Let me see what the LLM is going to respond. Yep, I'm glad you're here. How are you today? Let me hit on test workflow. Let me see what the LLM is going to respond. Just a program, so I don't have feelings. So this is the response from OpenAI model. Now we need to call the REST API. So we can use any REST API. For this example, we are using Aviation Stack, which can give us information about the flight. If you don't already have an account, create a free account here and get the API key. I've already registered here, so I'll go to dashboard. And then I'm going to copy my access key. They let us make 100 API requests for free. I'll hit on add here. I'll choose the HTTP request tool. And I'll put the description as Aviation API. And let me select get, and then the URL, the authentication is going to be generic credential type, query auth, and I'll create a new credential here. The value is what I just copied, and let me check what the key is. I'll go to documentation, and the documentation, let me choose one of the API endpoints. I will choose flight schedules, which can return us the list of flights from a particular airport. So I'm just going to copy the access key, which is the key in this case, and I'll paste it here. Access key, and the value is the API key. I'm going to save it and close this. Now I need to mention the URL of the REST API. So let me go to Aviation Stack. Okay, let me run the API request and see if it is returning me the response. Yep, we are getting the list of response. Let me choose send query parameters, and it's going to be, the name is IATA code. Value provided in model. I'm not going to enter anything else here. And the name is going to be type, which is departure or arrival. So now next one is limit, and I'm going to hard code that to 10. So we're not going to provide the IATA code and the type. It's going to be provided by the model itself. And we also need to provide the URL. Paste this here. Right, now back to Canvas. I'll open the AI agent now, and we need to select add option, system message. By default, it's written as you are a helpful agent. Here, we are going to explain what is the business logic that the agent has to do. So firstly, we are going to assign a role to the AI agent. We're going to call it as an AI or an aviation agent. You are an aviation agent. Agent, you help customers in finding the latest flight information. And the LLMs don't have context of the current time. We need to mention the time. So let me mention that the time now is, oh, I should change it to an expression. The time now is $now. And let me change to fixed again. Then we have to tell the business logic here. So we have to say get the customer input and convert it to 3-letter IATA code. I have no idea what this means. The model should figure it out. With the airport, and send as the query parameter to the HTTP API. So that's one input, and the next input is going to be get the customer input and send arrival or departure as the query parameter to the HTTP API. So that's, let me say, process the response from HTTP API and summarize it. Let's try this out. This is the prompt test workflow, and of the flights that depart from Sydney Airport today, we got the output. It says Qantas flight QFF QF5521. Let me verify in Google if this is the right. Today is Monday, 10th March, 9:40 departure from Sydney Airport. The WhatsApp to verify the information. Yeah, 9. Currently delayed by 25 minutes. Estimated time is 9:25. Yes, and the arrival is Auckland Airport. Yep, we got the right information. Also add other components like Gmail, Google Calendar, or any other tool of your choice. They have default integration with a bunch of third-party APIs, so which makes it very easier for us to integrate with them. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any queries, leave that in the comment. I'll try to respond as much as possible. Thank you.